All right, it's that time again for the Rats UHF Aries ragchew net. Wednesday, the 2nd of April, I think. Going to take a look again at these receivers. Try to copy the net okay without interference. It looks like there's a couple of adjacent frequencies here that are just driving this thing nuts. And I don't know if it's just something out of band or if it's something that's, in band. Maybe some of this digital stuff that's on 70 centimeters. But I am awaiting on a block stop, I think, from RTL-SDR. See if I can find an image here. And here it is. Band stop. Band stop filter. It'll go between the antenna. Oh, good, there is a barrel connector in there. I was going to have to order one of those. Between the antenna and the RTL-SDR dongle, and hopefully it will tune out the broadcast interference coming in. This one's designed for 88 to 108 megahertz broadcast FM reject filter. Band stop. Anyways, when that comes in, we'll see how well it does. It's probably going to be next week before I get that in line. Hopefully it'll block out whatever strong stations there are, and especially on VHF when the MRA comes back online in full strength. And we'll see if we can filter out some of that noise over there too, just for experimental purposes. And I think it would be adding to the joy of the dongle here. We'll do some little upgrades here and there, hopefully over the next several months, maybe next year or so. I don't know, depending. Either that clock's early or mine are late. And I'm just watching the clocks on the phones here. They're all... And that was just barely there. 123.050 in the aircraft band. Yeah, that's a pretty good signal. Not so great on the Motorola Radius CM350, or 300 rather. Sometimes the Radius does good. Sometimes the dongle does better. Of course, two different antennas, two different positions. That's probably going to be a small factor in how it receives. But those are the plans. Get the band stop rejection filter in.
We have the homeowner coming out to complete us. All the windows were open, likely food on stove.
Plenty of other ways to receive this, but this is how I do it for now. I think it's interesting to watch. Look at that. I don't know what that is, but that really blanks out what's going on. It's strong signal. It is probably DMR or something like that. I'll have to look up the frequency one of these days. It's not 442.635 maybe. Not really sure. But I know that there's a local DMR. There's probably other local things here that I don't know about. They may not even be listed. Maybe some nearby 70 centimeter repeaters that I don't pay a whole lot of attention to. Haven't bothered scanning to see what's going on. But I may have to. I've got another scanner coming in, and it's only 80 channels. I got it for $10, and with shipping it was like $16.48 or something like that. So I couldn't resist having an extra shelf top scanner here. More memory banks that I don't really need, but here they are. MWA4FC thinks it's 7 o'clock, which is right on time. It's doing pretty good, so I'm going to turn down the CM300 here and try and listen to the RTL-SDR dongle.
I want to welcome everyone back to the Rats Net, which we hold on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. That is right. Wednesday night, 7 p.m., not Tuesday. like I tried to do yesterday, but Wednesday night, 7 p.m.
Oh.
On the 442-550 repeater. There's usually positive offset, and the 74 p.m. My name is Rob. Romeo Oscar Rob. And the company is Bravo 2 Richard Yankee India. That
Cool.
is J2YI. And once again, I'll be your next control operator for this evening's net. But before we get things started, is there any station on frequency having any emergencies or priority traffic? If so, please call out.
I didn't know there was a helicopter on the hospital pad. Interesting. It's not going to stand by itself, is it?
Nothing heard, but if there's any time anyone does have any emergency traffic, please call for it, and the net will yield to your traffic. Once again, folks, we meet here on Wednesday night. I encourage check-ins regardless of your location, affiliation, or license class. All operating members are always invited to participate, and the purpose of this net is general fellowship within the ham radio and to bring awareness to any radio events that might be happening in the area, as well as any RAC-specific items. We would like to remind you that should you have any questions related to ham radio, you can ask them during your comments, and perhaps someone on that knows the answer. Or you can also email helpdesk@rac.net. That is helpdesk@rac.net. And your message will be sent to the RAC Elmers Group, which will respond and find you the help you need. You do not need to be a member of RAC to use this service. And that email address again is helpdesk@rac.net. Alright, we're checking in. Please give your call sign and first name. Slowly, phonetically also helps me out. Please say if you have an announcement of traffic for the net. Traffic will be handled first and informal comments after that. Let's begin taking the mobile and portable stations on the list. Mobile and portable stations wishing to check in, please call now. Hey, 4, Italy, Charlie, Tango. Alright, there was a station in India, Charlie, Tango. Your prefix is chopped off there. Let's go ahead and get that call signed and first name, please. Charlie, Tango. The name is Bob. I heard Bob. Still didn't get the full call sign. I don't know if you're on a handheld in a bad spot, so stand by. We will start with you. But I'm going to go ahead and fill up the list from there. So this is KV2OI with the RAC set. We're going to open up to any check-in. Anywhere looking to join us and get on the list, please call now.
This is
Kilo, Oscar 4, Victor Echo Mike, David.
This is Kilo 4, Sierra Hotel Oscar. Andrew.
This is Kilo, Oscar 4, Kilo, Oscar Delta, name is Randy. This is Kilo 4, November, Alpha, Golf. Nick, no one else. Alright, the net recognizes DEM, SHO, KAD, and NAG. Sounded like there was a little bit of doubling there, so I'm assuming there's some folks that did not get through. So let's try to get you now. Anybody wishing to check in and get on a list, please call now. grass or something like that. So we'll go ahead and go through some of the check-ins here, and we'll go ahead and call back later. I was trying to think of a topic for tonight. Jim on the area that last week did what folks are doing on April 12th, the 6-meter tailgate and maybe the 10K rate. So I don't want to speak to take that, but with all the nice weather, if anyone did anything cool last weekend or will be doing anything cool this weekend, we'll be chat about that. Or if anybody wants to make fun of me for calling the net last night, so that's tonight. You're more than welcome to do that. I'm used to it. All right, let's start the first check-in again. I do not have the full call sign. So let's try again. The India Charlie Tango call. Let's come back with that call sign, your name, and hopefully some comments if we could get you a repeater. Go ahead.
Norway 4, Italy Charlie Tango, and RICP Bobby Glen Allen. How do you copy?
I'm going to read you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Very good. Well, we don't have much to add. I just realized it's 7 o'clock and I said, there's enough somewhere. So I stuck an eye and well, not much going on today. If you're getting tired, your hours get all messed up. I stayed up till 5 o'clock this morning, so I slept most of the day. Now I'm a night owl. But anyway, my Padres won. They're 7-0, and that's great. Back to that control. N4ICT.
Well, the lifestyle sounds great to me. I was awakened at 2:30 in the morning, so I just went to work. So I got to work about, I don't know, 3:45. That was awesome. I lost money on the Padres game that you're talking about, so that was great too. What else? I did look online at a brewing job in Turk and Caicos, so I don't know, maybe the Jimmy Buffett lifestyle is calling me, and I could set up one of those cool contest stations that you all can work me on the GX contest. So, all right, but either way, Bob, I appreciate you checking in. Glad I'll let it and give yourself a fine evening. We'll go with Bob, and let's go to our buddy David, Channel 4 VEM. Your comments for the net, guys, sir.
This is KL4 VEN. Good evening, Rob, and everyone on the net. Don't know much about baseball, don't really care much about baseball, so I can't really comment on it. Or I should say I won't comment on it. The most cool thing I got going on is spent the day today down at Fort Monroe. I go down there periodically and sit there and watch those massive ships come by. You can almost touch them. And it's really cool to see them. And see the variety of different ships that come through the Elizabeth River there. It's pretty busy today. I was able to make a couple contacts on the Hampton repeater and also on the Virginia Beach repeater while I was there. And so that was pretty cool. Other than that, that's not all I'm doing right now. So I'll just turn it back over to you, Rob. KL4 VEN.
David, good to hear you. Yeah, I think you mentioned that last week. You had been down there hanging out. So that's pretty cool. It's a little chillier today than it's been, but I'm sure it was still nice getting some fresh air and watching some of the nautical sights and sounds and squeezing in some radio for sure. Yeah, it sounds like fun. I go fishing not too far from that area every now and then. So. All right, well, good to hear you as always. You be well. All right, we'll clear with David, and next on the list is Andrew, KK4 SHO. Your comments for that, guys.
Good evening, everyone. This is KK4 SHO. Well, as I've done a whole lot of editing today, I'm off of work today after working 5 days straight, and I'm off tomorrow again, so I've got to work this weekend. So that's the way it goes. Now, helping out with the marathon. On April 12th, I'd like to go to the swap
recapping again.
All right, Angie, I'm glad you're enjoying that rest. And hey, your weekend was the last 2 days. It doesn't necessarily have to, fall on Saturday, Sunday. Just like when the holidays come, and some of us that may have to work on the actual dates of the holidays. We could always celebrate the day after or the week after or whatever. So I know how that is for sure. I've had wacky weekends the majority of my adult life. In fact, the job that I'm in now is the first Monday through Friday job I've ever had in my life. And I gotta say, I kind of miss not working. Alright, we'll clear with you. Take your OI as a rat set. Next on our list is my good friend Randy. Randy, good to talk to you on this glorious Wednesday night. So Randy was the one who answered me yesterday when I thought it was Wednesday, called it that. He was as confused as I was. So, but good to have you here on the right day and time. Randy, your comments for the next day.
Chevy for I was gonna out you around, so you could have kept that quiet. And like we talked about last night, we all make mistakes, that is for sure. I was trying to tune my antenna on Saturday up there at RadioShack, and doing photo activation, and you kind of got to hook the coax to the back of the radio when you're trying to tune it, and we all make stupid, silly mistakes. But anyway, I can't get a voice contact.
And there it goes again.
So that was good fun, and good to hear you. And you always do a good job running that, even when you're not on the right night. And that's all we got. I'll turn it back to you and control for KA.
Engine 23. Test. Main. 100. Idle mode.
Good to have you there. Good job on doing the new concept there. That's really hard to get. You guys always said you did a fine job on that, but I think it's different. I tell you guys all the time, you get what you pay for when it comes to full operators. But you also brought up a good point to share with all of us here tonight, especially a lot of our newer hams who join us. If you are going to transmit or tune, we all suggest that you have coax going toward the road. Typically an antenna or down the road would be nice. On the radio. The radio would like that. The radio does not like it if you want that. Look up for the
and I went to Auto Center and bought, $9 worth of light bulbs and big Christmas market. Like I said, other than that, I'm myself passing. I hope everyone has a great rest of their week. I'll turn it back over to you, Rob, and see for NAE, and 73.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time at the Outer Banks. Been a while since I've been out there. But always a fun time. And yeah, saving money on some repair work that you can do yourself is always good. Actually did an oil change in the driveway this afternoon when I got home. So it's always good to be able to put your eyeballs and hands on your own vehicles and see what might be going on. And, again, having to pay someone to do something. It's quite simple, all for them. Alright, that's the end of the list where it is. It stands, so let's go ahead and do this. This is KB2OYI with the rest net. So for any additional check-ins, if you're out there, please call now.
This is Kilo November 4, Victor Alpha, David White.
Alright, there's a group of the usual suspects there. That recognizes AJU, UOR, and DA. First goes to fellow Virginia, or Carolina area ham. Bill, KR4AJU. Your comments for that? Go ahead, sir.
This is for AKU. At the Kansas travel last week, on vacation, I went to Orlando, Florida. First experience traveling this TSA, got scared. But after a while, don't tell you have to go things to talk about, so so one thing is was I got to Orlando at the can get some of those reviews and be surprised at how cool flatlands are and how far you see. Have very nice contacts over there and cool people, especially when the place that a lot of people from all over traveling and doing this vacation. It was great. It was great to see some friends and family. Now I'm back to work, back to real life. And TSA do the film again, I was back. So that was good. That's about it. That's all I got for the end. And I appreciate you, sir. And this is PR4.
Well, sorry you're, back to reality, but thanks for sharing that story there. It's a lot of radio in Florida, so it's pretty cool. You got to travel with the radios and see how that went, and got to use it out there. Yeah, it's pretty cool to take the radio with you on a little trip there. So thanks for sharing that, and appreciate you being out there. All right, we'll clear with Bill, and now we're going to go to our buddy Scott. And if a memory serves me right, I think it was last Friday was the last day, so that would make this the first week of retirement. Please correct me if I'm wrong, and if I'm not, please let me know how it's going. And yeah, hail for you are, the board is yours.
Good evening, Rob, and everyone on the net. I worked this week. Friday is my last day. So 2 days left of the working sick. And looking very much forward to retirement. The old job has gotten
I am adding a 10K, so that's a good time. And there's the 6-meter standard event also on that Saturday. And if anybody wants to travel, there's a stall fest and fest up in, I think it's in Madison County, maybe the high school in Madison County. But anyway, this Friday is the first Friday of the month, so we will be having the RVA Fitness Net on 146490 at 7 p.m. Please join us then. Set to be, everyone. KO4UOR. Back to the control.
All right, Scott, 2 more days to go. I think you're going to make it. Thanks for sharing all that. And, yeah, there's a couple radio things going on this weekend. I'm looking at my little calendar here in the shack, and it looks like you've got the Louisiana, Mississippi, and Missouri state QSO parties, as well as Florida and Georgia state parks on the air. So, should be some decent activity on the band all weekend long. So, hopefully we'll get to participate some way. I'm sure I will, and you'll hear me on these repeaters as going to be standing around and smoking a big hunk of meat on Saturday because why not?
Why not?
So I'm sure we'll chat over the weekend on the radio, like always. All right, Scott, good to hear you, sir. We'll clear with you. Let's go to our good friend Michael, KN4VA. Your comments for the next guy.
KV2OYI, KN4VA. Thank you for running the net tonight, Rob, and good afternoon to everybody on the radio net tonight. Well, I finally got a S-band halfway put up on Saturday morning. Sunday morning, and boy, I don't know what contest was going on, but holy cow, it was just really busy. And being new to my HF radio, I learned how to do a notch filter really, really quick because it was like everything was right on top of each other. But I got to make about 25 contacts and at the same time trying to learn the radio. And interestingly enough, I have a fairly good slope on the inside halfway, but I was able to actually on 40 meters, I made a POTA contact hunting with a guy in Roanoke. So we were both actually pretty surprised. So that was I actually thought that was the coolest part of the day. But mostly East Coast and some West Coast stuff, but I really didn't hear anything from over on the other side of the pond. I'm sure propagation on Sunday afternoon wasn't favorable for that, but it was a lot of fun, and I'll try to get her antenna back up this weekend and do some more learning on that radio. I guess the biggest surprise for me was on HF how fast people come back, and they would rattle off those sequence numbers, and I couldn't write stuff down fast enough, and I just figured out that my ADHD was one component that I needed to overcome in regards to HF. So I got to work on that a little bit here and there, but that was pretty good. And also for people on the net, I want to remind that, DMR-wise, RAS has a lot of code plugs available for DMR, and there's a lot of help for DMR in regards to Elmer and all. So, don't be afraid to throw out a question. Don't be afraid to ask if you have a code plug or a radio that you're not familiar with. Send it to the help desk and let's see what we can do for you. But, look at DMR and get involved. So, with that, I'll hand it back over to you, Rob. Thank you again for running the net. And this is KN4VA back in net control.
I appreciate you sharing that with us. I'm glad to hear you get some use out of that HF rig. Yeah, it takes some time and patience and practice. So I will say the first thing you do is radio talk, almost like a language. But you'll get it, and again, I'm glad to see you finally getting some use on the HF radio and got that antenna out. So good job, man. Appreciate you giving us updates on that. All right, end of the list. So let's do another call out. KP2 OIS or RadioShack looking for any check-ins, please call now.
This is Alpha India 4, Romeo November, East and North Custom.
Take them how we get them, AS4RN. You're coming for that, guys?
Thanks, Rob. Good to hear everybody on the net today. I do want to say congrats and welcome to retirement to Scott. I'm sure he'll enjoy it on his library. So you get a little confused about what day it is. So I probably would have done the same thing you did with trying to start the net yesterday. But I went down to Roanoke, rather Raleigh yesterday, and couldn't get any contact there. But did have a good little trip. And today I got a little work on some projects, so it was a good day. But that's all I have, and going to greet everybody. All right, back to you.
Well, good to hear you tonight, and maybe I should gather some more radio equipment and sell it to the 6-meter group tailgate in a couple weeks, and then John can retire. Well, I probably have about $12 worth of gear to sell. But,
$12.
But thanks for being out there tonight and chatting with us, and hope you have a good finish to your week. Regardless of if you know what day it is or not. So if that's a prereq for retirement, then I can check that one off from my list, no problem. All right, this is KB2 OAI. Looking for any last check-ins. If you're out there, please call now.
Good enough. Pretty sure I've got $12 in my pocket.
All right, well, nothing heard. So I guess at this time we'll go ahead and close the net down, return the repeater to regular amateur radio usage. I want to appreciate everyone for participating tonight. Good to have you, good to hear you, and hope you all have a good close to the week and a great weekend. I hope to hear you on this repeater or one of the other local ones sometime over the weekend. And yeah, so until next time, this is KB2 ORI saying 7-3. And I'll be quick.
Any afterthoughts? Anybody? Nobody? Short net tonight. All right. Pull the audio down on that channel. Pretty good net. And a little bit of railroad. Aircraft. Fire department tonight. Not bad, not bad. Can't complain. They're right outside. Well, if you stuck with me this far, thank you very much. It really means a lot to get all the way through a video and go to the end. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be very grateful for that too. This is a non-monetized channel. I have no sponsors. I'm not complaining. This is just another hobby, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And I hope you do the same. Hope you come back every time you see a video, and just encourage me to keep going. It's kind of hard sometimes, and sometimes it's pretty easy. It's getting a little bit easier. A little easier now that I'm healthy. I don't know why I can hear statewide air care on the CM300.
Understood. You're reporting for weather north of the region. Confirm your RTD 1931.
Can't hear it on the Pro 30, 2032, 2052, excuse me, 2052. That's weird.
I'll let all parties know. 1932.
You know, it's adjusted right. It's not disconnected from the antenna, and it's been working all day, so I'm not sure why I'm not hearing that repeater. I don't think I locked it out on that particular memory bank. I'm not really sure. But everybody's active now. Railroad gets kind of busy all night, which is fun. I don't listen to it all night, but if I wanted to, I could, and it could be interesting. And anyways, that would end up on analog signals, anyways, which is another channel. Analog signals. All right, thanks again for sticking around this long. This is William, K4ARX, and you've been watching the American Radio X-Ray on YouTube. Good night.